So when I started this class, I wasn't really sure what to expect other than the fact that it was known as creative presentation. So I knew going in that we would be revolved around presentations. What I didn't know is that this class wasn't simply going to be anything about just making a presentation or what makes a presentation good. And we did do that to an extent. Of course, we learned the proper skills, regarding communication, professionalism, knowing how to connect with your audience. So I feel that this class was definitely not what I expected, but I can't say that I was surprised what I learned. I originally like many others, we would make presentations that would be really only for a project or an assignment we needed to do, and that would be that. We would make a few pictures on a PowerPoint, no script needed, put text on a PowerPoint, and that would be it. And that would be fine in high school, but knowing that this is a college class, it's much different than that. It's understanding how to, of course, as I said before, resonate with an audience, pitch your ideas in ways that people will connect with them, and developing the skills necessary to promote your brand and show that you are a professional who's worth hiring in the industry. Now, the biggest skills that I could say I had learned while going through this class would definitely be proper communication, learning how to network with others and connect and establish friendships that are necessary when going through a college course. Um, Knowing how to professionally construct a presentation in terms of script writing, which I previously did not do for anything. I've never been one for scripts, but I feel that giving it another shot in this case has definitely helped me. It allowed me to understand what it is that I wanted to say. I was able to have a way to establish and not have multiple ways of saying the same thing that I wanted to say. So I feel that a script definitely helped me, and it's something that I will continue to use in the future because I feel that if you want to do anything and make sure it sounds as professional as possible, a script must be written. A script is necessary because it allows you to have a consistent message in what you want to say. And if you mess up in a case of recording a voice or recording a video such as this, it allows you to make sure that you are consistent in what you're saying. So I, at first, have a very limited portfolio. I did many things in Photoshop and graphic design, but I have nothing to show for it, unfortunately. I did not recollect the work that I did in high school, and I feel that without that, I have almost nothing. Now, being in this class allowed me to perfect my creation skills in terms of proper PowerPoints, making sure to write scripts, as I said. So it allowed me to grow as a person who is very small in the industry, who is very new, even while still being experienced at the same time with my many experience in games. Knowing that I wanted to create games or at least be a part of them, it helped me be in here and know that what I want to do for this final presentation would be to apply for a video game company, which in my case was Digital Extremes, a company I'm very passionate about because I'm a very big Warframe player. Now, I would say that in terms of this, before, as I said, I would only make presentations when they were necessary for things such as class assignments or grades. And while this was necessary for a class grade as well, I feel that this was done much differently in the sense that this is what I could use when pitching my ideas to a company, showing what I'm capable of, having people understand what it is I'm trying to do and how I want to grow. So I believe that as of this class, I think that if I need to make a presentation again, that I will have the skills already in terms of knowing how to resonate with an audience, making sure to use storytelling when necessary, making sure to be animated when necessary. As I'm already a very animated person, I talk with my hands very much, but I feel that I've always felt that that was a bad thing. But in a presentation, it's not a bad thing. It's important to move and be dynamic instead of being stiff and static, because that doesn't show that you are invested in what you're talking about. Now, I would definitely say that it's important to know the the significance of making a good presentation. If you are trying to connect with an audience and your presentation does not support what you are saying, it doesn't have important images, then your presentation will be almost void. It will have no significance to what you're doing. It will almost seem like it's simply just background. But it's an important background that must be necessary, because if you are going to use images to amplify your points, they have to be the best images that you can find. You have to make sure that your audience will understand that this image is correlating to what you were saying. If you're saying the industry is a big melting pot, you could show a picture of a melting pot, etc. So I would definitely say, to wrap this all up, that it's important to know who your audience is, and it's important to make sure that you can make a presentation to the best of its abilities, because in the long run, it's going to help you in whatever you're presenting. So with that, I would like to thank you, Ms. Desiree. I really appreciate your time in the class. I feel that I did the best I could. I may have slipped up at a few points, but we're all human, and I am aware that's no excuse, but I would like to say that I feel for the most part I did the best I could, and I want to thank you very much for the experiences that you've taught me, and I want to say that thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you again in my time here at Full Sail. So goodbye.